Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, Dephemerember has begun. I have some things on my desk because our first prompt is altered playing card and antique keys. So, I grabbed a couple playing cards. I've got some of the jumbo ones because I thought they would be fun. And so we're going to do some stuff with them. And antique keys. So I have some keys here. And I'm going to try and do some jelly plating. Because part of Dephemerember is trying new stuff and doing different things. And I like jelly plating, but I feel like I'm not great at it, but it's still fun to play with and do. So I have had a key collection for a long time. So these are some keys I've had for a very long time. So we're going to try and do some stuff with them to see. I just grabbed some of my oldest keys that I had. Some of these are normally hanging up for decoration in my workspace here because I love keys. And when I see really unique, interesting ones, like these brass ones, I usually get them, or I have been given them as gifts from some friends and things. So let's kind of scooch these out of the way. Like I said, I've done some jelly plating. I like doing it, but I'm not fabulous at it. So it is what it is. So we're going to have fun and have a play. And I've got some things waiting in the wings here that I kind of prepped ahead of time too. As in, I got supplies out, that's what I mean. And this feels like it's got weird bubbles underneath it. So this is my medium-sized jelly plate. I'm not going to put it down onto my table because this is weird. But actually, I did grab something different to put it on so that I could move the whole thing when I needed to, so it'd be easier. So this is one of my cutting mats that I got a good deal on one day at a secondhand shop. So I'm going to put this on here, actually, because I want it to kind of stick to this thing, I think. Yeah, that should be good. I don't think it's going to wiggle too much. All right, I have done some playing around with jelly plating, mostly with my friend Jessica. Oh, and I forgot, I need a blotter. So, hold that thought. I'm probably going to pause and grab a couple more things that I forgot. Okay, so I blot on old book guts because, yeah, I feel like works pretty good for me. So let's just go ahead. So I'm going to do the keys. I'm trying to think, because when you do jelly plating, you have to think backwards a little bit. So what color do I want the keys to actually be in? I don't know for sure. So we're just going to experiment a little bit here and see what happens. It's like a thing stuck on there. That's okay. It's all going to come off eventually. But it's like a little bit of shrapnel. Okay, so this is the mat. Okay. Like I said, I'm not the greatest at this, but I'm trying and I'm working. And it's one of those things that I think takes a lot of practice and luck. And I know you need really thin layers, and I think maybe I get stuff too thick sometimes. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm gonna clean this off. And then we're gonna put some keys on here. So basically what I'm making is kind of gonna be like collage fodder, or I'm thinking it might work for the background. So I'm gonna just put these keys, and these will wash off. It's just paint, if anybody's worried. Probably should have just set them all on here first. Ugh, wigglies. I mean, it is going to be slippery. True facts. Let's see, maybe. It's going to be interesting because, you know, it is what it is, yeah. Let's do this one here. I should have gotten a couple of my weird little small ones, but I didn't, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just do like here. Okay, hope maybe that'll stay like that. Kind of. All right, so, and then I'm going to kind of blot it. I've got some tissue paper. Here's like a piece. This is a small piece. It might give us some fun texture too from the wrinkles. Okay, so, because this is going to be tricky. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, no, they're sliding around. This isn't going to work very good, but we'll see what happens. We're still going to print it because we might have happy accidents here. But I wanted to take some of the black off, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. All right. We might get some good bits and pieces here. Who knows? Might be some wibbly wobblies. We'll try it different the next time. It's okay. Because that's how we learn, right? So now this has to dry a little bit before we put our next layer on. So while that is happening, and I should have grabbed, where's my towel? I usually have like a little, there it is. I have some little rags to wipe my fingies a little. Okay, let's just set you off to the side, guys. This needs to dry a little bit before we put our next layer on. Some people use like a blow dryer. I don't have a blow dryer. I only have my heat gun, and I do not want to use a heat gun on this. So I'm going to set this off to the side while that dries a minute. So I was thinking ahead on that. And I have organized my scraps, and we need to discuss. So here's my journal I'm working in. So this is from my swap partner. I've taken all of the extra stuff out except for this tag, and we need to find a page to work in here. Because I'm thinking if some of this background works with the keys, that'll be the background, and then we'll start working on the rest of it. So maybe this page, these two here, or it might kind of depend on what are, otherwise maybe these two pages would work really well too. Otherwise these two. So we have some options in the book. So I'm going to set this over here. And now let's work on our playing card a little bit while our paint is almost dry. So these are really, really shiny. So I want to knock back some of that. I should have, oh, I do. So I'm going to use a little bit of sandpaper because I'm not fond of my gesso. My gesso is not as matte as I would like, so it ends up being just as shiny. So what I'm going to do, because I kind of want to do some stuff on these, but I want to leave the queens as much as possible. So maybe we can just get by with doing the outside a little bit. Let's bring this over here. This looks good. So we did black. Now let's do a little bit of this yellow. This is a metallic. Sometimes these metallics work really good on my jelly plate and sometimes they don't. So I don't know what the magic rule is for some of this stuff. I have no idea. So since I know this one isn't going to work the greatest, I'm going to go ahead and just use whatever paper I have, because I grabbed some different types of paper just because I knew I was going to end up, not all of these are always going to work. That's just what happens. So I got some other papers to use as like, these can be collage fodder for some stuff too. So just, that's what we're doing. So this is just, what do I have? Black, no, some white, yeah. So here's just, this is just a piece of white cardstock. I've got some copy paper here too. Then I have some other types of cardstock and things. If anybody does jelly plating regularly and have good results, give me some tips. Give me your go-to tips, because I would love to be better at this. And you know, just like with anything, it takes practice, and it takes understanding all kinds of stuff to I mean, it doesn't really, like, you don't have to understand all kinds of things to make certain art things work, but if you have general ideas, it is helpful. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's pulling nice. Looks like we got most of it. This could be interesting. Okay, so I don't hate this already, I can tell. It looks kind of cool. All right, so. Okay, I do not hate that at all, but it's not exactly what I'm going for. It is cool though. So let's give it another go. And we're gonna do it a little bit differently. So we're still gonna do the black. Actually, let me do one cleaning pull on here because there's a little bit left on. See if there's any ghost image left on there. Maybe not. It's fine. Okay. Next, so we're going to do a little black again. That might have been too much, but we'll see. That might have been thick again. I think I need to do it a little thinner, but it is what it is at the moment. Okay, so that's cleaned off. Now I think I'm just going to press them in and then pick them up again and go from there. This is going to be tricky because it's slippery. Okay, now you see my fingerprints. That's all right. Let's do one like this. Do it this way, maybe. Okay. And let's do here. Let's do like this. Now let's go like this. And maybe one over here. feel like I need something in this area. What do I have left? Maybe I could use one of the big ones again. Are they different shaped? Oh, we have our really big ones over here too. I forgot about these guys. These are going to be harder because they're attached to their ring, but we might be able to make it work. There. Okay, not perfect, but that's all right. How about this friend? Maybe we can just get this bit here. These were actually keys that were used somewhere. I have two big, huge keys like this that were, they're antique church keys from something, like giant cathedral keys. At least that's what I was told. Who knows? But they are heavy and they are definitely brass. I don't like that right there. That was this one. Okay, let's see if we can't not mess this up a little. Okay, that's better. A little something right there. And then, did I use all these guys? Just about. That's all right. Like this way. Okay. Now we're gonna let that one dry and see what happens. So that one's gonna dry a little bit. While that's working, we can move on to deciding what we want to do with the playing cards and how we want to go about doing this. So, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with them in the book because, you know, so the whole thing with Dephemerember is you're making the ephemera to go into your journal. Well, also these journal spots are pretty, or these pages of the journal I think that I'm going to use are blank yet, so nothing's there. So we have to also kind of think about how we're going to put something in the journal and what we're going to do to decorate it. So I'm thinking maybe they both don't stay queens, or maybe we do a queen on each side. I have this castle scrap that my friend gave me too. Okay, so let's just have a peek in our scrap box and maybe that'll give us some inspiration. But I'm thinking these two pages could work. These two pages could work too. I mean, I can also rearrange the pages in the book too and find ones that I prefer. But this could be fun. I think this could be fun. So you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. And I'm going to take these out of the book because since it's a ring binder, I think it might be a little bit easier to work on these this way. So we're going to do, this is this side. Make sure I'm not putting it in paint because that would be amazing. And this side, and let's use the bookmark. Let's clip this closed. And my friend put a bookmark in here, which is perfect. So now we know where this page went back in our journal. So we'll close this up for now. Friend, come on. All right, you can set over here, out the way. So these will be our two pages here. So I have this castle, and that could be fun too to go on here somewhere. So I think we're going to use this castle. I also thought these hand cut, this was also in the scraps that she gave me. I think that's fun, and we might use that as like to put in the tuck spot. So I'm going to set those little scraps in this spot over here. Then this she had in there too. This was one of her scraps that she sent. So we're going to take a peek at that. Now, let's see. We've got some other good stuff in here that we might pull once we start doing the page itself. So I'm not sure what we doing yet, because I kind of want to get some collage fodder on there, which we're making right now. Also, I'm thinking, oh, it's very windy outside today. We got snow flurries, so that's fun. You dry yet? Not quite. It's not quite dry yet. So this is kind of one of those things. Maybe some, how about gold leaf? Should we just all out and gold leaf these ladies? Paint their dresses and put some gold leaf on it? Or we could also use embossing powder. That could be fun. Goodness, that this is not being helpful. I like these. We could cut these out or tear these out, the keys and the locks and stuff. So, ooh, that could be a belt. Okay, so we're just gonna start. Can I pop that off there? Oh yes, I can. So this was in the scrap bundle that she gave me. So, okay, that is freaking perfect. Okay, so that's going to be her belt. Make her a little belt. And then this kind of reminds me of a handbag. So let's see. So we could make one of them holding a little handbag. So that could be her handbag. And this kind of looks like, could be like a scepter kind of thing. Or we can put this in the background yet. I don't know. No. How about... Okay, we'll think on that. I'm not convinced with that. We don't need that. Okay, so that one will go there. That's going to be like her handbag. She looks happier than she does, that's for sure. And then I have these tiny little key charms too that I found in my stash when I was cleaning a little bit today before I got started. So she could hold one of these. So we could even punch a hole and put it in there. We could make it a little necklace. That could be fun. So then she could have one, and this one could be a little purse charm for her. I kind of love that. So let's do it. Let's do that as a purse charm for her. Her little... Yes, okay. That's a good start. Got some ideas going. We dry yet? It's almost dry. And then we can start pulling some. I should have got my other jelly plate out so that I could have a couple going at the same time. That would have been helpful. I don't really have any other collage fodder that would look good. Actually, do I? Let's think. What do we have that will go with this? We have these. This could be fun to do like a little dress or like something like that. Or do we just want to... Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Let's see, can we... Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to try and make a little dress. I'm going to trace around her. Maybe we'll just cover up that whole section. Ooh, good idea. Good idea. Let's do it. Okay, that's pretty pretty happy with that. Okay, so she's gonna have that gold dress. Do we have enough to do something with her? In the gold, because it did look nice. Okay, here's to hoping. If I should have done a little bit more. Okay, so, oh, fudge. Okay, another piece of paper. I've got this cardstock here. Let's just go ahead and do it. It's slightly textured, so we'll see what happens. I probably should have picked something smoother, but alas, I did not. Just want to make sure you got it really rubbed on there. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh yes, that is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Now, I have an idea. I have an idea. So now we can have some, so this might look good as background on here. I think it's about the right size. So that could be the entire background on this page, which could be cool. So I think that's what we're gonna go with for that to start with. Now, let's see, we probably have a little left on here. That's okay, because there's still that texture on there, but that's all right. So let's go ahead, and I'm thinking, let's do a key dress. So let's print some keys, or put some keys on here to do this for her. This could be interesting. Okay. So we're gonna do I should have done gold and then black. No, it'll be okay. So, all right, so we know this is gonna go like this. Or do we want it on the front? Do we want it on the front or do we want it on the back? I don't know. Okay, so let's put it on the front. So I need to figure out, should we line it up here? All right, so this is like the middle. There. Okay. I really like that one. And then maybe coming out, let's be tricky, tricky, like this. And let's do one on this side maybe. That, and then go with this one maybe. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to give us the look, a really interesting look. Oh, that's all right. Let it be. All right, and then let's just make some other designs on here since we got some space. Okay, and then maybe this guy over here. Here. Okay, now we're gonna let that dry a little minute. So you dry over there, friendo. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this, I kind of paused to let some stuff dry and get sorted a little. So let's go ahead and pull this and see if we can make this little dress work. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we're gonna use the gold again. Oh, that was a lot of biscuits. That's fine. Definitely more on there than I wanted. I wanted a thin coat, Nancy. Let's blot a little. I don't think my brayer is rolling very good today either. That's not helping. Because we need to have that so I can see where the keys are. Nice and thin. There we go. Okay. Don't mess too much. Blot, 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 blot. Okay, so dress is up here. Okay. This way, outside or inside? Outside. Okay, so it has to go right about here. Okay, I hope it's going to work on this. I have no idea. This is an experiment, and then we're going to take some black and do the rest. So, fingers crossed that this is going to work, because I do not know if it will. that is the fun of Dephemerember. It's really where you can be super creative and try some different stuff. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, that's gonna look really cool, I think. All right, so there's that part. Now, this, I don't know, because it's a different type of paper. See how it's curling? It's almost like a vellum. So I guess we'll find out what we get. Oh, come on. Come on, friend. I guess it's kind of got faint keys on it. It's gonna be, yeah, I think that'll work. I think it'll work. And then we'll get that glued on there after that dries a little. Okay, so you sit there. This, and then got some ideas for the background, finish up the background a little bit. And then we got to figure out if we're just attaching the cards, if we're making them journaling cards, what we're gonna do here. Let's go ahead and throw some more paint on this quick so we can get this off. Maybe do a couple more keys quick. You know what? Let's mix it up a little here. Ooh, that was gooey. Nance, what are you doing? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think I use too much paint a lot. I think that's part of my issue. There is kind of a trick to getting these guys to come up though. Let's just do that. And maybe here, this. I like that. Yeah. Let's just leave that to dry a little minute. Let that dry, and then let's go ahead and do some more here. So these guys, so I want to have these two backgrounds kind of look like they go together a little bit more. So these lines on here, I'm going to imitate on here a little bit. So I'm going to take some gold, and I'm just putting it on my sheet over here. And then I have this spreader. So I'm gonna go like this. That is not showing up very good. There we go, a little more. Okay. Maybe some sideways. Okay, great. Now let's do that same thing with a little bit of black. Okay, I really like how this is happening. We got to get some of the keys on here, I think, a little bit for this background. Let's also do, I had a paintbrush, where is it? I'm gonna do like some splotches, like that. Okay, now a little bit of black, doing the same thing. One, two, three, four. Let's do another one here. Okay. And a couple, maybe some white. I don't have any white out, but my paints are right here. So, white pearl metallic, perfect. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet. See, I bought all of these paints when they were on sale, like last year when I was doing a bunch of jelly plating with my friend Jessica during the holidays. So it's nice to come back to these. I need to wipe this off a little bit. Okay. This is a white pearl. Let's go there. Oh yeah, buddy. I love it. Okay. Let's do one up here maybe. Cool. I dig it. Oh, I need one more because there's 4. So let's put one right here. Okay. I'm happy with that. I should have got my water cup out. All right, so these are gonna have to dry. So let's set those off to the side for now. And maybe work on our card. See if we can't get this, because this stuff doesn't always like to behave itself and lay down properly. Now I really do need a gel medium. Here's a soft gloss gel, that might work. Let's see. All right, and a nice paintbrush. Okay, so So make sure I get this on everywhere. I want this to stick. If I get out of the border, I'm okay with that at this point. Just want to make sure this is well adhered. Okay, so now let's get our dress on. And I might have to put some weight on this. Get a bit of good smooshies. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Yep, I'm gonna have to put some weight on it to get it to lay down and get adhered. I love this stuff, but it is hard to work with sometimes. Okay, let's find these. It's sticking up there, so that's good. Sticking to my fingers too. Come on, friend. You can do this. I have faith in you. Okay. It looks like it's gonna stay, so that's good. Let's see how that goes then. Because then this will go on here like that. And then we need to do something on the borders of this card yet. But I like her dress. I like how that's going. Just making sure this is really stuck down. It feels like it, if it just gets a little bit more tacky. There we go. Okay, so what else do we want to do? I think maybe I want something, I don't know what I want. Okay. I have this. So maybe if I put some strips around the edge, and I want the strips in here. Okay, let's measure that. Must have had a little blobby of glue on, or paint on there, but that's all right. I gotta wash everything off later anyway. I think I want that a little darker actually. You know, could probably have used a paintbrush. That might have been all right. Oh, Nance. You crazy. You so silly. Paintbrushes. Who uses those? We have fingers. Oh, goodness. It's the tool I had most available. They're connected, you know. All right, I'm gonna have to let this dry. There's a lot of layers of wet happening here. All right, let's see what we can, if we can set this off to the side, someplace to dry, so it won't mess up any of our other stuff drying. How about up here? All right, that works. All right, next mess, carrying on, just doing. Okay, so she's gonna have a handbag. We're gonna make her a little handbag, but we need to get the paint off my fingers so I don't get her all painted. That would be good. I'm probably gonna have to pause and go wash my hands at some point. Okay, do we have anything we can use for her dress? Or something. Or you know what? We could actually use a paintbrush and paint her outfit. So let's just, I don't want to paint all of it. I just, do I? Don't I? No, I'm going to paint it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, let's see. What do we have in here? You know what? Let's do it. I think it's good. Let's do it. Okay, that's gonna dry a little bit. I think we'll do some doodles. We'll do doodles for her dress. Okay, it looks cool, but it's not pulling as much as I would have liked. Maybe I needed to let it dry some more. Okay, it's all right. It's okay. I don't hate it. It'd be good for like collage fodder or something. Let's do, pull the paint on here and pull this off and be done with this bit. I think this key torn out and put on this. Oh, you know what? We don't know what we're doing with these things yet. So we need, how about a belly band here on this side with this key. Okay. It's not going to be big enough to fit her. Yes. Okay. I'll go like one on this side and then one on this side, maybe. Or do it this way. Oh, you could do like a caddy corner one. That might be kind of a fun pocket. Like that. Yes, let's do it. And then we can see them. So put this one on this side like this. Yeah. Yes. It's on the back of this one. Oh, okay. If I fold that That makes that kind of interesting too. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I just need to decorate her dress, and I need to ink some edges a little. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a few things, then I'll come back. All right, so it's actually the next day. The magic of video. I had to let these dry, and I had some other family stuff that I needed to deal with. So here we go. So I finished up this one. I did some black paint around the edge after we had done the back side here. So I put a little bit of black around there. So then this is the doodling and everything that I did on this one. And if you're wondering what I used these pigment deco brushes like this. I have a red one and actually a yellow, not the orange. And then a paint pen, just a regular paint pen to do some other doodling. Then I glued the little lock, that's a handbag now. And I just cut it so that it would be on either side of her thumb, so it looks like she's holding it. And now I'm gonna put these little charms on here really quick because I want one hanging off of her purse, and then I want one as a necklace. So I have some thread that I got ready, and I'm going to take an awl and put it here. And there. Okay, so those two are done. I like how they turned out. I know we only really need to make one, but I don't know. We made two. All right, so also here we go. Here's the rest of our page. I also took some extra black acrylic paint, and I did the edges a little bit here. So now she can go there, and I think she can go there. Otherwise, I might make a little corner tuck, and I might do that just right now. So I had this little scrap of material that was over here. So I might go ahead and make like a little quick little tuck spot. And I'm going to use this paper scrap. Okay, there. And I think it's done. So now this lovely lady can go in here like so. Okay, there we go. So this was altered playing card and antique keys. So we are set. So now we just need to put it back in our journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might have gotten a little bit long. I'm going to try and edit it down some, so hopefully it was all right for y'all. And there we go. So don't forget to check out some other stuff going on for Dephemerember. Keep watching here. I'm going to be doing all of the prompts, and they're going to be released on each day of the month that they're kind of supposed to be. So once again, here's the prompt list. So next up, we got layered tag and retro film strip. So that will be tomorrow. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. And first and foremost, art with your heart. Bye guys, thanks.